to the crypto world, dropping my first ever meme coin. So make sure you stay tapped in. It's dropping on Solana ASAP.
Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video, and today we're talking about yet another crypto scam that just took place. Now, the last time I talked about this was actually not too long ago with Haley Welsh's, aka the Hawk Tua Girls scam, where she decided to launch her own Hawk meme coin.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
And of course, you know, as soon as it launched, it got rug pulled massively. Not only did it get sniped, because they pre-announced it before it launched, but also all the investors pulled out and were doing massive insider trading before launching the coin. And obviously Coffeezilla was on the case and covered it and everything like that. But today we're going to be talking about Adam22. Now, if you guys don't know who Adam22 is, he's essentially the podcast person. Like, I guess he runs No Jumper, which is like kind of a hip-hop podcast. He invites a lot of rappers on. Obviously he's friends with a lot of rappers too, which we're going to get into. But he decided to, you know, put his hand in the crypto scam. I guess he got bored of watching his wife get pumped and dumped by other dudes, so he decided to pump and dump his own fans. So recently he decided to announce his own crypto coin, his own meme coin called like cuck, which is kind of hilarious. I mean, if you're gonna make a crypto scam, you might as well call it cuck, because not only is a cuck, you know, promoting it, but also all the fans who buy into it are getting cucked as well, because, you know, you're willingly giving away your money, basically. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still bad. I think crypto scams are fucked up, right? But at the same time, those people who decide to invest in cuck coin, I really can't give you any advice. I mean, I feel like, you know, you got dropped a couple times on your head. Like, that sucks, man. I wish you were more responsible with your money. You know, I could use a PS5 if you want to just throw away money, but naturally, of course, a lot of these people don't know how to spend their money. So they're like, yeah, Adam22, he seems like a decent fella. He doesn't seem like a massive cuck right up there with Sneeko. Let me go ahead and invest in his cuck coin. Now, of course, Coffeezilla hopped on this, right? Like, he was very quick to call this out. He actually reached out to Coffeezilla. Adam22 messaged Coffeezilla and said this: "Best channel of all time, dude. I just finally started watching and I've been hooked. If you ever make it to LA, let's do a podcast." And then he also goes ahead and keeps on with this whole thing by saying, "Yeah, it made me so glad I never took any of deals people were trying to send me to promote random coins. Although once I watched your videos and saw them making 200K for it, I also kind of regretted it. Ha ha ha." Which is, you know, going to age really well, because yeah, he scammed his fans. Now, like I said, Coffeezilla did call him out, right, because they've been in DMs and all that, where he messaged him and said, "Real talk, you shouldn't run a coin. It's lame and you're gonna scam or get scammed." Now, in the video, Coffeezilla obviously explains what he means by this, but I'm also going to do an explanation as well, where he's essentially saying a lot of the time that, you know, these crypto scams get promoted, obviously the fans are going to be scammed, but there are some cases where the person promoting it gets scammed because they literally did no research into the coin or the people behind it, so they end up losing money too, or getting completely ripped off as well, right? So it kind of is a lose-lose for kind of everyone, except for the little cretins who hid behind a personality to try to like kind of sneak away with the money, right, of the fans that they just stole. Adam22 responds to this message saying, "How else am I going to afford all this galaxy gas?" I don't know if you guys know what galaxy gas is, but it's been kind of like a craze lately where, you know, this company is selling flavored nitrous oxide, which when inhaled makes you get super lightheaded, and it's been kind of a craze amongst a lot of like young teens, which is bad. I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys what you can and cannot do, but I feel like sucking in shit that shouldn't be in your lungs and replacing your air in your lungs with that stuff is probably not good. Like, before, it's like people used to just do like other things, right? They were very creative with how they got their fix, but now it's like, yeah, it's just straight up flavored and just like sold to you, right? And I remember William Osmond did a video about galaxy gas, like disproving how bullshit it is, and how like they try to describe it as a way to like flavor your whipped cream or to, you know, flavor food and stuff like that. And yeah, he pretty much says that it doesn't do anything, and most of the recipes that you can use it in taste like shit. So yeah, I guess he's trying to make a joke here and say that, you know, obviously I gotta afford my galaxy gas, not realizing how actually messed up it is to scam your fans, you know, the people who have kind of push you to where you are, you know, even though I would really be concerned about Adam22's fans. I realistically don't know who's really watching him. It's kind of a weird bag that he has, like a bunch of people who just kind of like hip hop, and then like a bunch of people who are into like cuckold shit. It's kind of a confusing bag. Continue with the message here. So Coffeezilla realized that a bunch of people were planning on sniping the coin, which is pretty much the term where a bunch of guys get a group together and they like pretty much raise the coin really high quickly and then pull out really quickly, right? So they can make a quick buck to pretty much snipe it and fuck over anybody else who is invested in the coin. And so Coffeezilla tries to warn him and says, hey, you know, I obviously know it's already going to be a rug pull, but maybe this will change your mind. Your coin's going to get sniped, right? And Adam22 responds by saying, I don't care. I just got paid to do the tweet. I got nothing to do with it. Yeah, aside from the fact that you're the face of Cuck Coin, aside from the fact that it's you who tweeted it out and no other influencers or YouTubers are a part of this coin, you know, and the fact that he doesn't know anything about the coin is even worse, as Coffeezilla points out in his video, right? Because that implies that he did no research whatsoever. He's just like, yeah, I got paid, that's all I care about, and I bounced. I don't care if it gets sniped, whatever. Who's gonna get harmed anyways? My fans? Pfft, who care about those? They're all a bunch of cuckolds and people who listen to hip hop, right? It's absolutely insane how Adam22 is responding to this, especially since he can't pretend like he didn't know, like Haley Welsh or some of these other guys who are like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna, you know, be a big issue, when it's like you were talking to Coffeezilla ahead of time and saying how, you know, dumb these people are and how great his videos are. Coffeezilla responds saying that's even worse, scamming the fans, question mark. And then Adam22 responds back with, I'm going to venture a guess that approximately 0% of my fans know how to do anything with crypto. And, you know, this is obviously a cope from a lot of like YouTubers and stuff saying, well, my fans don't know about crypto. I doubt that any of them are going to buy into this. Okay, sure. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's why they went to you though, because your fans know nothing about crypto. They know nothing about meme coins, right? So that's an easy audience to take advantage of. You know, some of your fans might be like, hey, you know what? I watch Adam22, I might invest, right? I've been looking into crypto, I might invest into this, which is stupid, don't get me wrong, but this is not an excuse to like resolve any sort of like morality here or be like, yeah, I'm morally okay because my fans definitely didn't buy into this. Well, they probably did. Yeah, of course, a bunch of crypto bros who know nothing about Adam22 probably bought into this as well, and obviously the snipers, but I'm sure a couple of his fans did lose money on this, right? And that's why a lot of these meme coin makers and these scammers try to find a YouTuber to push it, right? Because they already have an audience that's dedicated to them. Coffeezilla responded to that saying, I don't believe that, but setting it aside, do you know it's a grift, right? People are literally plotting to snipe the coin, make a bundle off someone who doesn't know any better. Coffeezilla then proceeds to ask how much he made off this and who was the people behind this meme coin, like who's paying him and who's behind the whole thing. And he responds back with saying, no idea, I just did it because Moneybag Yo, DaBaby, and Kodak are all doing it / did it. I don't know who's behind it. So because his rapper buddies are doing stuff, I guess he's like, yeah, I gotta do it too, right? If they can do it, these really, you know, morally questionable rappers who have probably done stuff in their past or present are doing these crypto scams on their fans. Why can't I? Right? DaBaby's doing it. Everyone loves DaBaby. It's like, that's not an excuse whatsoever. Like, I'm not even going to use the kindergarten analogy here, but because Adam22 has the knowledge of a kindergartner, apparently, I'm going to have to say it. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean you should either, right? The whole, if your friend jumped off a cliff, would you too? Well, it depends, right? But at the same time, obviously, it's not an excuse. And he doesn't even know who's behind the coin. He just took the money and was like, yeah, that's fine. Right? I think the public opinion does extremely matter, right? People making videos about this obviously matters. His reputation matters, I guess, to some extent. But how do you go after someone who is shameless? How do you go after someone who just doesn't care? Well, you're going to have to go after them legally, right? I don't think Adam22 is going to really be affected by this, right? He already doesn't have a good reputation. You know, I wonder why. But at the same time, it's like, you know, he's going to have to go after legally, right? I really hope that people who bought into this crypto scam all come together again and sue him as well, because that's the only thing that is going to stop these YouTubers and influencers from scamming people. That and people actually being smart about their money, but I don't expect people to do that. What I do expect is these scammers and these YouTubers to finally face some sort of legal consequences to what they're doing. Right? So, you know, obviously Coffeezilla then goes on to show how badly it plummeted. You know, we got a graph there showing that it was pumped and dumped. It got super high and then went straight down to pretty much zero, right? Indicating that it was, in fact, a pump and dump. So, honestly, that's really all I want to talk about. What do we expect? You know, Adam22, the most shameless man on the internet. doing a crypto scam, right? And this is only going to get more and more popular as this year goes on. People are being more dumb with their money. YouTuber and influencers are becoming more shameless, right? We're seeing it more and more every day. So yeah, at the end of the day, he needs to face some sort of legal consequences. A lot of these scam people need to start facing consequences as well, but they're kind of getting freebies because they're hiding behind influencers and YouTubers, which is crazy. But yeah, obviously, if you guys haven't already, go subscribe to Coffeezilla. The guy's going to be pumping out a lot of content this year, I feel. He's always on top of these crypto scams, and he's not afraid to call it as it is, which is great. But anyways, that's all I really want to talk about. If you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description down below, and down there you'll find my Twitter and Twitch as well. And yeah, as always, guys, I'll see you in the next YouTube video.